games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Rebels will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Guys, let's chat about Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought on in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one, make that first impression.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. To the air, it's Lagway. That's caught. It's Wilson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
This offense has it with really good field position. He's going to run it. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
He doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. You know, I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's ball. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. That's caught. It's Wilson. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line? And the Gators racing to the line in a hurry-up. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. grabbed in the middle. It's Livingston. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarter
looking to take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels.
Fires into traffic and intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, and that small change, they take over at the 43.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows.
Oh, a lot of space. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best three-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll do it himself. Find some fresh air. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Rebels are facing 3rd and inches. Caught in the backfield, it's Lupton. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and hauls it in. He's backed up deep in his own territory. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Blasted as he lets it go.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Talking to coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put it together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space. Couldn't come up with a completion on third down. Looks like they're going to be punting.
The Gators send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He's got great speed. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Unloads it left. Got his man. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. Fouls through the defense. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
He's got it on the run. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. It's complete to the left. Into the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's Wilson. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Thrust that arm out. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking...
Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Keeps looking downfield. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. It's complete on the right side. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Quick release on the RPO. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Quarterback may change this route. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give out of the gun. Ran through the contact. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
The Gators are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Lets it fly. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball. executing perfectly. Fantastic job.
He's got it. First down and more. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And they are showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's ball. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll send the back in motion. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Pulls it in, it's Wilson. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the air on second and short. Pressure coming. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball.
He unleashes a long one. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. And the interception interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air, it's Glagway. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Offense scoops it up and still going. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. With the catch, it's hot. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
The Rebels are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Off play action. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That's the way you answer your halftime speech. You gave up a lot of points in that first half. What did the defense do? The first possession, you set the tone in the second half, get the big stop, get the big sack. Really nice answer by this defense.
That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. Got a man. It's Watkins. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
The give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Glagway. Rushes on him. Moving out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes trouble. He'll pull it down and run. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me.
Wide open spaces. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air, it's Simmons. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He's got it on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Lacey. Oh, he's got some space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Simmons. The throw to the outside is complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job with ball security.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Pulls and fires complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Now on third down for this offense. Looking to throw at Simmons. Got his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the offense sticking to its fourth down beliefs. Just 1 for 4 so far today, but they'll try it again. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, going to the air. Oh, they're after him. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got a man in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
He makes the catch. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
To the air on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got rid of it just in time.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw again. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Great protection there. Plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
And he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole, quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gators. If he doesn't get you with his arm, he'll get you with his legs, or he might get you with both of them.
It stinks, man. Having to defend a guy like this that just, you think you're going to get him in the pocket. You got to play the first play where he might be throwing the ball from the pocket, and then he scrambles, and now you're defending the run and the throw down the field. It's kind of like rush hour back in the day. Which one of y'all kicked me?
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking downfield at Simmons. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Florida. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Catch in the middle, it's Lee. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's high. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
One more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Smart move to keep it on the ground. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Strip some.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Garner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And obviously the offense is in a difficult position here. You're asking a lot from them. They're down by a touchdown, not a lot of time on the clock, deep in your own end, but this is something that you're trained for. Coaches always put their offense in this situation in practice leading up to the big game. It takes timing, it takes execution, but that is something this offense is ready to do.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And this is a big third down for this offense. Man, I'm really interested to see how they attack. Because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
It's a running room. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through.
It's a seam wide open. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Puts it out of the air. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I don't know what you want me to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden, he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Steps away to find some room. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.